sorry. Didn't I tell you I was coming back? Welcome back to my channel. Yes, if you've seen me like this, that means you saw my 5 places to go eat in Puerto Rico. Top 5 cuisine for myself that I went this last Christmas. Now, this one is 5 places to go, things to do. Like, what do? You go to the island and what? You just stay in San Juan? Are you kidding me? Well, let me tell you, I'm not gonna add San Juan in here because I'm gonna tell you other things to do. If you go to the west, if you go to the south, if you go to the middle, if you go to the east, if you go to the other islands like Vieques, Culebra, or Matalagata, or Caracoles, which are small ones, or even Caja de Muertos, which is the furthest one, I'm telling you that these are places that you want to look. Now, stay tuned and let's get to it. Okay, now we went on Christmas and you will think like, yeah, who was working on Christmas? Well, everybody in Puerto Rico does. Yes, believe it or not, the only days that we take off is the 25th, afternoon of the 24th, the 30th, the 31st and 1st, and the 6th, because it's Three Kings Day. If you don't have that in your culture, we Puerto Ricans celebrate Three Kings Day, and we're gonna keep the tradition alive. Now, enough of that, and I'm gonna tell you my top number 1. Number 1, the beach. The island is surrounded by water. That's so stupid to say. The island has so many beautiful beaches. You've got the ones that are not access to a lot of people, or a lot of people do not know that that side of the beach is really good and you can go in. It's just so many of them. Now you can go, and I'm gonna list, let's say 5. You can go to Hobos, which is Isabela. You can go to Rincon to surf. If you know how to surf, the northwest side is your area. You can go to Cabo Rojo. You can go to Bujé in Cabo Rojo, Combate in Cabo Rojo. You can go to Boquerón in Cabo Rojo. You can go to, what's the name? See, I was in a row and I forgot. You can go to Los Almendros in Rincon. I find out about that one the last time I went because I've been to the other ones. Born and raised in Puerto Rico, 18 years, of course I've been. But that's just the west side, okay? That's just the west side. You can go to Mar Chiquita in Joyuda, I believe. It's Joyuda, Cabo Rojo, one of those two. Now, whenever you do look for like beach, and that's it, it will show up every single one of them. I did have help this year. So I have this. This is not sponsored, okay? But we're gonna have money to sponsor people. Pasaporte de la Aventura. Now this is for the tourists of Puerto Rico, the tourist headquarters of Puerto Rico, let's say it like that. Now we have 78 towns, and it tells you the 78 places you can go. Now it's just like a passport. You just have to stamp it with a sticker. Now they give you a sticker like this. I don't know if you can see. They give you a sticker like this, and you find your town, you checked mark. Don't think that I have mine is empty, mine is like full. So we went to Ay Bonito, to the restaurant Tío Pepe, and the Festival de las Flores. Now this is a flower festival. Ay Bonito is known for that. Now you just have to seal it. I don't know if you can tell. Is it zooming? Oh God, I will take a picture of it. You see, you can seal it with your little stamp. Now over here it will tell you a lot of places, 78 towns. It will tell you minimum 5 places to go in that town. So you will have a lot of places to go. And back here you can add just extra stickers every time that you go. And we went to a lot of places, but one of those places was Cataño. Why in the world we went to Cataño? Well, I'm gonna tell you. We went to Bacardi Rum Distillery. Oh Lord, a lot of people say, oh, you know, like it's the Americans that adore Bacardi. It's called Bacardi. Say it correctly, say it again, Bacardi. Okay? You got acento in the last I, Bacardi. say it correctly. If you don't know how to say it, don't say it at all. We went to the mixology class, and we were there for about an hour. We got a tour, we got a free mojito, and then in the class we tasted their reserve for 12 years reserve. It's not sold anywhere, it's only sold in the distillery and on the gift shop, to call it like that, but it's only sold there. And we got it engraved with our name and everything. You can see it right here, you can see it all over my social media because I posted it, because I was so excited to know that something that gets made in Puerto Rico, where I was born, is only sold there, so I get to go and be able to purchase it, take it with me home, and have my name on it. So it was like, I felt like, okay, satisfaction. Whenever a kid goes the first time to Disney and it was a freaking Mickey Mouse and you cannot buy it for it and you can finally purchase it, that's how I felt, even though I have no kids. But that's in my top 5. The tour was perfect. It's on English and Spanish if you need any help with that. And they do take you around the whole distillery. You can taste, and you get to make a mojito and a piña colada, and you can get to taste the 12-year reserve. Yes, it's really nice area. The ambience is so good, and honestly, it feels good to be there. So make sure you eat something before you go, because you might get drunk at 10 a.m. But that's just normal for Puerto Ricans. Now, number 3, we went to zip lines, Toro Verde. Now, Toro Verde has the second largest zip line in the world, or tallest zip line in the world, fastest zip line in the world. I think it's those 3. So number 2 out of the whole world, you have it in Puerto Rico. Now, this is a very tourist place. It's not very that every Puerto Rican get to go. I got to go now whenever I'm 25, and I've lived there my whole life. So it's not a lot of people that go every single day. It's just a lot of tourists that want to go and do the zip line. So those extreme sports, those are the people that do it. Now, I was nervous whenever I jumped and went, but it was so much fun. Now, they do got packages. You can do 7 zip lines and then do the Beast, or you can do the Monster that has the other 2. It's very fun, and it would not take you all day to do that, but if you want to stay, they do have a restaurant, they got a coffee shop, they got gift shops, they got parking for everybody, and it's very accessible to get there. Now, that's number 3. Now, number 4, I got, and you have to do it. You have to go in Chinchorreo. Chinchorreo means that you will stop in almost every place that it will sell beer, alcohol, or if you're like non-alcohol, they will sell like whatever it is, like cuisine. Now, everything in Puerto Rico is almost fried, so if you're in a diet, I don't recommend. But if you are open-minded and want to taste everything, you can get empanadillas. They're not called empanadas. Sorry to your culture, they're called empanadillas. You can eat empanadillas, you can eat mollejas, you can eat lechon, you can have a full meal, you can eat alcapurrias, you can eat bacalaitos, and I know I'm throwing your names at you, but these are names of the things that you can eat. And you can eat and drink and go to the next one, because there's another one about 15 minutes down. Now you can eat and drink and go to the other next one. Now, a lot of the times you needed to have cash on you, because a lot of these places were so high up in the mountain and so disconnected to the world that they didn't have ATMs. Now, nowadays, I can even pay with my phone. So all of those places that back in the day I needed to have like a $20 bill or like $5 or however it is to go get a 50-cent beer, now they will have it for your card. So it is very accessible. Now you can do Chinchorreo on the coast, between the island, or just in your same hometown, because there's a chinchorro everywhere. This is what a chinchorro looks like. Those are the places you stop. Now, I'm gonna add another one that not a lot of people are very likable of, but you can still do, and it's actually a sport. If you go to a place that has a sport around, or have a game, finals, just a practice game, or even like extreme sports like surfing. You can go surfing on Hobos. One of the first beaches that I have, they have a surfing academy up there, so you can go and train. If you don't know, they can give you a class. It's like a 2-hour class. I did it, and 2 hours is a lot of time on the water, I'm telling you. So just make sure you get that sunblock on and you have your SPF and everything above that, because you're gonna be in the water for a long time. But you can cut it short. The guy is really nice guy. I'm gonna leave his Instagram down below. It's not sponsored, it's because I really enjoy his class. Now you can do surfing, you can go to a game, you can go watch horse races, you can go into the casinos, you can go to the beach at night, because there's a lot of restaurants that do night side, like outside cuisine, just next to the beach. So it's just perfect for the scenery, for the scenery itself. So you enjoy your vacation, you know, you're in vacation. What can you do? Now you can rent boats on the west side that I know of, that you can go to Matalagata, Caracoles, and other places that they would just take you, or you can rent it itself and somebody will take you just to go to the beach and be on the boat. You can do that too, you know. You never know. You can do surfing, you can do the boat rental, you can do and go to the other islands like Culebra and Vieques. They would just charge you the boat, the ferry to get there, and you just go over there, do the Airbnb there. If you want to stay in Airbnb, I recommend staying, not looping, because you're gonna be really tired. And a lot of places in the island, you don't drive at night. If you're staying up in Orocovis or up in Calle, it's really dangerous to drive at night because there's a lot of bad drivers. That it is what it is. I'm sorry I have to say it, because it's true. You know, if you don't know the route, if you don't know the place that you're going, just don't go there. Also with the beach, if you do not know the beach that you're swimming at and the current on it, and it has a red flag, please do not go swimming because you think you're Michael Phelps. You just don't do it, okay? Because you will drown. A lot of tourists have drowned in these beaches, and a lot of lifeguards are in these bad beaches because people do not understand what a red flag is. Now you can go in, just don't pass the line that they have, because it will have a line. Now in Hobos, the current does this. Now this area, it's the rocks. Don't go jumping into the rocks just because you want to see the water go up. You will scratch yourself, hurt yourself, and then everybody else is gonna have a bad day because they have to call the ambulance for you, okay? Like, it's very shallow, but that doesn't mean the current is not down there. The current is there, okay? Isabela is a beautiful beaches, but if you do not know the current or how the beach is, just please ask a local or ask anybody around you to see how it is. Don't think that you can just outswim the wave or outswim the current. It's not going to happen. That's my disclaimer for number 1. Now those are my top 5. Follow sports if you're there, because honestly, academy needs them. The sports industry needs people watching the sports, because we are great at what we do, and yes, we are great at what we do, but the passion of the sport is getting loose by the day, and that's the truth. Now go to the beach, Google the beach, know where you park, keep your belongings to yourself, and watch out for the currents. Now chinchorreo is going to be a lot of alcohol involved. Just make sure that you have a DD, designated driver. Now if you go to zip line, it's going to be a lot of fun. It is extreme sport, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And the rum factory, Bacardi. Now Bacardi has one, and Don Q have one in the south. Depends on which one that you want to go. Bacardi is a lot easier to get to if you're staying in San Juan, because it's right there. Now that's it for today. Those are my top 5 places to go in Puerto Rico and things to do in Puerto Rico. If you want more in depth of the actual places that I've been and that I went, and more about this guy right here, it's free. You can get it on any of the offices of tourists itself, and every town that is listed here will have your passport sticker. Now it's so fun to actually put the sticker and be like, yes, I did that, checked. And I've done a lot of things here, but now that I have it, I have to fill it up. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, do everything you have to do down there. I am going to leave my social media linked around here, and it is on my profile, so you can go and see every place that I've mentioned here and more are on my TikTok, on my Instagram, Facebook, shorts, reels, everywhere. They're everywhere. Just make sure that you follow me everywhere else. Safe travels, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.